Over the past 50 years, the ruling kingdoms that were once unified have divided. Trade has decreased, crime has increased, and slavery is widely accepted where it once would have been punishable. The king of Ithilarion, Voldrin Voss, has put out an invitation to the leaders of the entire planet, urging them to meet with him in his castle for talks on trying to unify their lands once more. Many people showed up to this meeting, and it became apparent that him and a few others felt that these issues were being orchestrated as a means to distract from something more sinister. Many people left, but a few stayed, including our heroes. And I use that term lightly. 5 days have passed since our players have learned of King Voss's hopes, and since then they have trained a little together, getting a feel for each other's powers. King Voss, Queen Pisces, Queen Nim, and their various military advisors have been discussing what the most pressing matter at hand is and how best to take action. And this is the evening that they plan on discussing those actions with our players. The quote-unquote team has planned to take care of whatever they needed to do today, and thus hadn't scheduled any training. Our first character is Ben, a young half-elf man. So, Ben, you're first. How would your character, interact with everybody else?
Um, I've kind of just been watching what everyone else is doing and standing silently and kind of.
Oh, I wonder who that sounds like.
Okay, he's not standing silently. He's like
Standing
just
loudly.
getting to know everyone. He's like talking to each person individually and just like getting to know them, I guess. I don't know. It's really hard to say with this new character. It's not Voldrin.
Okay, it's clearly not.
Okay, so Ben,
Okay,
when you're
I can change
thinking
what
of
I
this
just
character,
said.
when you're thinking of this
He's-
character,
he's
just think
acting.
not Voldrin.
No, he's like the opposite of Voldrin in character-wise. He's like very social.
Okay, this will be interesting. Ben, can you please demonstrate what is his name?
Soren.
Soren. Oh, how would Soren interact with the group?
That is very hard to say. Leave me alone.
Ben, what do you think?
Okay. He tends to not tell the truth for no reason, kind of. He is good at lying.
Be. Damn it. That's the one thing I'm not good at.
But he doesn't lie to people when it's important, usually.
Oh, so you like telling little white lies?
Yeah, he likes to like lie
But we
about
don't know
stupid
this,
stuff.
right?
I just I forgot to say that Pack actually cannot lie. So
I'm
Yes.
So do we know that?
yes.
Oh,
Well, I mean, I guess
that's to my
The
advantage.
character wouldn't really know that, I guess, unless I was like, I cannot lie.
So he would lie about his name or where he's from.
No, I'm
And
just
he
not
likes
the
to make up
person
little
who's trying
stories.
to lie your way out of a situation and be like, nah, we're trying to kill that guy right over there.
Oh my god, you're gonna be such a pain in the ass, aren't you?
He does act like he's above everyone. He kind of has like that really.
All right, there can't be
Like,
three leaders.
He
A bunch
holds
of
himself
snobs.
very highly. He holds himself very highly, and like he's more important than other people.
Except for me.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Next is Nick, an apparently gay Charmine by the name of Vess. How would Vess act towards the group, Nick?
I've
No.
been able to mesh well with everyone, at least from what I can tell through the blinding flamboyance. Constantly trying to wrap around Soren, especially after a few drinks.
Bill, I saw this crystal guy talking to Soren, and Soren winked back and looked very seductively at him.
Promiscuous. I believe it.
He believes it.
Seriously,
After that, we've got Chase, who's playing a goblin by the name of Bill Cosplin. Bill, you've got some free time on your hands, and you know that you've got 3 targets located in Hithlarion. If you want to do a little work while you're waiting for the meeting tonight.
Do I know who the targets are?
All you know is their names. We've got Morgan Punt, Lydia Cornith,
Uh-huh.
and then you have Alexi Binder.
Okay. So I've got a list of names. We're not really doing anything today. We're meeting the king tomorrow?
No, you're actually meeting him tonight.
Oh, shit. Alright. Facts. We just woke up. We're in like a hotel or something?
Faggy McGee.
Or like the equivalent.
Yeah, you guys are like right outside the castle walls in a really nice like hotel. Yeah.
Okay. Shit. Do I know? Yeah, you had mentioned earlier jobs. Do I know what these people do?
No, when the list comes into your head, you just have a name and the last place they were like known to reside or people have seen them. So if you wanted to figure out their occupation, you'd have to go to somewhere like a market or a tavern or a local gossip area.
Okay. All right. Well, fuck it. Let's just go out. You know? Fuck it. What time is it right now?
9 a.m.
God damn. Fuck. All right. Yeah. Let's go out. Let's try to find like a market or something.
Okay, sounds good. Let me just call everybody back, and then we can just handle you tracking somebody down in roll 20, and you can just use that to roll as well, okay?
Okay, that sounds good.
And then there's Citizen Snips, a well-known bard who trained under Frederick Mercurio, the lead singer of King. Snips, when you wake up that morning, are you getting up early to practice or anything? Are you looking around for your teammates?
I sleep in. Expect everyone to be drawn to me.
Next is Zach playing a tiefling named Draylin, who seems to think he's better than everyone else. Draylin, you wake up in a plush hotel bed to the sound of polite taps on your room door.
Who's at the door?
That's
I'll just get up and open the door.
At your door is a messenger wearing the colors of Ithilarion. He hands you a scroll and says, "Have a good day," and then he takes off.
Handing me a scroll. Okay. I'll shut the door and I'll open the scroll.
You unroll the scroll, and much to your surprise, it is a short note from the king, who you're supposed to be meeting on later tonight. It says, "I have questions for you. If you wouldn't mind, could you come meet me around 1 p.m.?" And it's signed with his royal seal. Last but certainly not least is Pack, an ancient warforged. Pack, you are in the hotel, and it's around mid-morning. What do you want to do?
I would probably be like unsure about this room because like I don't sleep, nor do I really have any possessions. So I would
Why am I
probably, and I
here?
don't eat, so they can bring me food all they want. It's just gonna go bad. I don't have laundry for them to do. I
We're
would
like
be.
their best customer. They love you.
I'd probably leave. Well, then the only thing that I think I would do is probably just go and wait outside the castle. Like, just kind of like I that's the only thing I know that I have planned for the day, and I don't know if anybody else is planning on doing anything. So I wouldn't be actively seeking anyone out. So I think I'd probably just go to the castle and kind of hang out outside of it.
Okay, then, Snips, it's your turn. What are you gonna do? You're still in the hotel, and nobody has come to find you and bow at your feet.
I'm going to leave my room then. All right. I am going to leave the hotel and go up to the castle gates. And I am going to demand audience with the king.
So you leave the hotel and you walk around to where you know the castle is, and you go through the big walls kind of surrounding it, and you see Pack there at the bottom.
I see Pack. Okay, I'm going to kind of get him in with me, if you know what I mean. I'm going to be like, hey, he's with me.
Snips demanded an audience with the guards outside of the castle, and they unfortunately did not let him in.
Oh shit, get burned.
I feel like I'm railroaded by the DM. But
At this point, while Citizen Snips is continually trying to do this, Pack is uninterested and turns and walks back to the garden.
Oh, I see how this is. Abandon your teammate.
He saw you
I know,
fail,
I
dude.
just-
He's lost trust.
While I'm sitting, I'm also sitting there practicing playing guitar.
What about you, Ben? Would Soren go around looking for anybody?
Soren would go looking around for people.
Snips.
No, he wouldn't. He would be interested in the construct, dude. He would either be interested in Drew or in Zach.
Zach. Zach's not a construct.
Be interested in
But
me.
Zach
I heard
is a
Nick in the
Hello.
background go, "What?"
Oh,
Offended, man. Whoa, this is the world.
Zach is a magician, though, like him. He'd get up and kind of laze around for a little while, kind of like get ready and get dressed and all that stuff. And then he'd make his way out to the castle gate, just to see who's around and who's about.
So Soren heads towards the castle gates and runs into Draylin.
He's like, "Hi, Draylin," and he kind of waves his hand and walks over.
Oh, that's friendly.
I just look at him
Yeah.
with like
Who is this?
with a straight
Beautiful
face.
morning, isn't it?
Who approaches me?
I guess somebody could say that.
Yeah, it's always nice here in Hithlarian. And he kind of smiles and like keeps walking cluelessly. You're a magician, aren't you?
Warlock.
Ah, a warlock.
Wow.
I know quite a bit about warlocks, actually.
Do you?
Yeah, they're not the most powerful magicians. I understand why you'd be interested in it, but, you know, it's whatever.
You think so? I can give you a test. Experience, rather.
Soren kind of just laughs and keeps walking.
So how long
I-
are you
I-
going to continue bothering me?
I was thinking I'd bother you for a good, like, 10 to 15 minutes more. I'm not really sure. Haven't decided.
Great. Well, I have plans because I'm an adult. So I have to go do
How old is Soren?
Needs to be of legal age.
things. Or
To
things
be able
get
to play in
weird.
our game, your character has to be of legal age. It's required.
That's fair.
Characters are 18 plus.
Okay.
I guess I started walking towards my destination and he was following me. I'll go into the market since I got this thing following me.
Oh, by the way, Soren's also eating an apple. Loudly.
The two of them head towards the marketplace, and Draylin quickly conveys a wish to duck into an alleyway while Soren isn't looking.
He's trying to ditch me.
Okay.
You loudly eat an apple.
Crunch.
He was being mean first.
Okay, so what is this? I roll a d20 and then add stealth. I got a 22.
I believe that's enough to duck into an alleyway away from your follower.
He kind of sighs and he's like, "Not again."
Okay, Vess, it's your turn. You're actually the only one who got a room in the castle because of your status. What do you want to do?
I would wander around and search for points of interest while I wait. I'm not very good with directions, so I don't know where I'm headed. Just towards anything that's pretty.
Well, you would know if you went right outside the castle, are the castle grounds, and, you know, needless to say, they're gorgeous, and, you actually run into Citizen Snips, who's playing at the base of the stairs.
I want to start dancing.
Okay, can you roll an acrobatics for me?
Oh man, yeah, he rolled a 4.
Okay, well, then you fall on your ass in front of Snips and a few onlookers.
I continue to play uninterrupted.
Well, now that you've been ignored by your partner, Vest, do you want to do anything else?
I would prance outside to the docks.
Okay, so you head away from the castle and down towards the docks, and when it starts to get a little bit into the more poor area, people kind of stop doing what they're doing and kind of look in awe. And there's a lot of kids kind of running up to you and are expressing a lot of interest in you.
Strike a cool DIO pose.
Okay, you strike a cool Dio pose, and people are actually starting to put copper pieces in your hand and kind of around your feet.
Is he like the human statue street performer guy? Is that what you're getting at?
I am a successful businessman.
While Vest was making some money down by the docks, Bill Cosman successfully tracked down his first prey, a local gambler named Morgan Pont. Okay, Bill, you go into the kind of shady tavern and you see a man fitting the description of Morgan Pond. And he's just kind of sitting there, sipping on some ale, and he looks visibly tipsy.
Ask him if he wants to. If he's a gambling man.
You must be new around here. Everybody knows I'm a gambling man.
Well, how about a little wager?
Well, for how much? What's the wager?
I think that I can drink this. What's a like a pint of ale quicker than you can.
Oh, I doubt it. Well, how much money are you putting up?
I was thinking maybe 10 gold to start.
Boy, Hardy, 10 gold. Wow. Well, just hold on. I gotta go out back and take a leak real quick, and I'll be back in 2 seconds. You buy the ale. He runs off.
So I want to go get 2 pints of ale, I guess, and I'm gonna poison one of them. Actually, I'm gonna poison both of them. Fuck it.
With a successful stealth roll, Bill poisoned both drinks without anyone noticing, and when the man came back, he chugged his down in 15 seconds flat.
I don't even attempt to beat him. I'm not too concerned about it. I just enjoy my ale.
And with that, he made a hasty retreat,
Yeah, I'd like to leave before he dies.
and also decided he might go after the baker.
Well, fuck it. Let's head to the market, look for a bakery, because next one's a baker. It must be pretty easy to find.
Having ditched Soren and with some time to spare before his afternoon meeting with the king, Draylen set off to do some experiments.
Is the area that I'm in populated? There are a lot of people around.
Definitely.
Maybe I can pull somebody into a dark alleyway and start performing rituals on them.
Fuck.
Oh, okay. Well, this took a turn. Are you evil by chance?
My bluff is really high, so maybe I can trick them into thinking they're gonna have a good time and lure them when nobody can see them and start running some experiments on them.
Okay. Who do you want to select as a target? We got young, middle-aged, old. We got men, women, children.
A target? Let's start off with a woman. Let's get a woman target. Alright, let's start young. We'll go teen. Alright, I'd like to approach this young dwarven female. What are 15-year-olds into? Quick!
Powerpuff Girls.
I have the newest charm bracelets in stock.
Everyone
over
is
in-
seduced by
over by my
something
shop
else.
in this dark alley.
The teenage dwarven girl who has red hair and pigtails seems a little bit uneasy, but asks him about the charm bracelets.
Rumor going around that if you wear them, it'll help you find your one true love.
Well, there is a boy I like.
I'm sure he'll be falling all over you as soon as you have these bracelets on.
Under the impression she was about to acquire a charm bracelet that may one day help her find love, she entered the darkened alleyway with Draylen.
I'm gonna cast Curse of the Dark Dreams on her to put her to completely unconscious, nightmarish state. So now I'm gonna create a ritualistic circle around her and put her in it. Let's see what kind of tests I want to run on her. I'm testing to see if it affects her age, if she ages rapidly or decreases in age to the point where she becomes a fetus.
Having completed the ritual, but done so not as well as he'd thought, something began to happen.
I have a sense of something's going wrong.
Rather than unlocking any secrets about age-defying magic, Draylen received hiccups that lasted the rest of the day. So Draylen, is she dead?
No, I wouldn't say she's dead yet, but if I can tell this
Just
is going
traumatized.
wrong, it's not gonna give me the result I want, so I'm just gonna set her on fire.
Okay, you successfully start the girl on fire and make a stealthy retreat. Packets, back to you. Would you like to do anything, or would you like to just continue waiting in front of the castle steps?
First off, I want to know where is the best place? I mean, would it be like a tavern or some sort of pub or something where I would find out if there are any other Warforged around, and or another place where I can get a magic item a possible magic item appraised?
Knowing that taverns will almost always point you in the right direction, Pack visited the Airborne Tavern, which was run by a halfling named Benny.
Have you seen anyone like me around here?
Warforged like you? Nope, I don't think so. But hey, do you want a drink?
Nope. Do you know where someone I may be able to speak to about getting a possible magic item appraised?
Unfortunately, Benny did not feel compelled to offer any knowledge of magic items appraisers unless Pack would buy a drink.
I will buy a drink, and I will put it behind my back and pour it out.
But then when Pack learned he had no money,
I will. What am I gonna do? I got an idea.
Oh.
I got an idea. I am going to intimidate him into telling me what I want to know.
Because that always works.
Intimidate has never worked as far as I'm concerned. I'm going to put my Mordenkrad in his face and get louder and tell me what I need to know.
what's your role?
It's a 16 plus 4.
That was enough to scare the halfling into telling him one of the magic appraisers he knew, a crazy man named Jourdain down by the docks.
All right, thank you. And then I walk off towards the docks.
Thanks.
On his way to see the magic appraiser down by the docks, Pack passed by Fess.
All right, I'll just kind of like smack him on the ass and keep on going. On that nice
You notice my
polished
cool
ass.
poses.
Unfortunately, this had some unforeseen consequences.
My ass cheek is shattered.
Can I make a heal check to try and tape his ass cheek back together?
mend his shattered ass.
And that's a 12 plus a 3.
Just put a little band-aid on it.
Say it's a band-aid that's got a little Citizen Snips on it. He's
Oh,
probably the most famous one.
Yes,
That's perfect.
I love it.
I will grab a few coins and follow. Angrily.
I'll question him. Who is this Jourdain person?
He can appraise magical items.
Ooh, interesting. What magic item do you have?
I don't have a magical item. I just have something I don't know about.
Oh,
That I would like someone who could possibly tell me about it.
okay. Well, that's awesome. Thank you.
The two constructs made their way farther down the docks, and Pack quickly found the shack Benny had described. Jourdain seemed to sense them coming, because he opened the door before Pack could knock, asking them who they were.
Hi. Would you like to take a look at something? Take a look at an item for me?
Although a little twitchy and nervous, Jourdain agreed, and beckoned them both inside.
I'm gonna step inside.
I throw some coins and enter alongside.
I'm going to take off my green cloak that I'm wearing, and I'm going to place it in front of me and see if there's anything he can tell me about this.
Unfortunately for Pack, Jourdain informed him that there were no magical properties on this green hood, and although it was made of silk, was nothing extremely special. Perhaps feeling a bit underwhelmed, Pack had one more request.
Can I fish? Is that a nature check or what?
Do you have a fishing pole?
I have my Mordenkrad. I just fucking smacked the fish in the water with it. Strength check. You hit that fucking water.
So he's gonna have what, like a
You really
-10,
smacked that
-15?
water. That's a 15.
Okay, you start smacking the water, and some fishermen are looking down at you and starting to yell at you to stop.
Oh,
Stand
yeah.
beside him in total amazement.
Why? Why would they be
Amazement.
telling me to stop smacking the water?
You're scaring the fish away.
I'm scaring the fish away. All right.
Around this time, Soren headed to his house for lunch at his mother's request. He entered, spying a man who was perhaps in his mid-30s sitting at the kitchen table. The man looked neat and was wearing a minimalistic uniform Soren had never seen before. The man looked a little startled to see Soren and asked Soren's mother, Emelian, who he was. She introduced him as his son, shocking Soren, who'd never known his father, and the man, who who'd never known Soren had existed. Apparently needing time to think about this revelation, the man left, promising to be back to talk to Emelian before leaving Hithlariond. After lunch and his strange ritual, it was almost 1 o'clock, and Draylen needed to meet with the king.
So I guess the scroll said to meet with the king, so I'm guessing I'm just going to go to where he's currently residing.
After making his way past the guards with a note from the king and being led to his office, King Voss surprised him out of the blue by asking him where he was from.
Right out of the blue, asked me where I'm from. Okay, if I remember correctly, I believe Scalebecker.
Having had one of his former traveling parties be from Scalebecker, Voldrin asked him why he wanted to be a hero.
I can't say exactly if I would call myself a hero, per se. But I think I am somebody who you can rely on to get a job done.
Fair enough. I knew someone like that once. One more question. You don't know anybody by the name of Swindlegrin, do you?
Never heard of him.
Perhaps not believing in the answer, but simply accepting it, the king dismissed Draylen.
I'll turn around and walk out of the room. And then as the doors close behind me, I have a smile on my face.
Dun, dun, dun.
Having accomplished all that needed to be done that day, the party waits until their meeting with the king. The scene opens up and you are all sitting around a table with the remnants of food and glasses of wine. Along one wall is a large fireplace warming up the room, and 2 guards stand at every entrance. Along with your party is King and Queen Voss, as well as Queen Pisces and her personal guardian, who Soren is quickly able to recognize. It was the man who had been sitting at his kitchen table only 6 hours ago. Also at the table is an Eladrin named Gabriel Nim. You've learned that she is the ruler of the Eladrin people that reside in Dorian, a large city located in the Feywild. You are all finishing up your food, and King Voss clears his throat to get the attention of all of you. He doesn't stand up, but says, "We believe we have a list of things that need to be accomplished in order to best reunite our 2 kingdoms." He gestures to Queen Pisces, who nods and says, "The armed forces that have taken over Wydale have presented quite the problem. They are operating under the guise of peace while slaughtering any followers of the Raven Queen that cross their path. They have an army the size of which rivals mine, and I believe that if I tried to take them by force, I would be overpowered. I believe in order to stop this persecution of the Raven's followers, I need the help from the dwarves in the north. I'm sure many of you know that this is a problem. Only once a month does King Tobal open his doors to the outside. Any messages I've tried to get inside by animal or magical means have been stopped, and I do not wish to lose any of my trusted advisors delivering the message by hand. I'm sure many of you know that this is a problem. Only once a month does King Tobal open his doors to the outside. Any messages I've tried to get inside by animal or magical means have been stopped, and I do not wish to lose any of my trusted advisors delivering the message by hand." Queen Pisces stops talking for a second, takes a deep breath, and says, "I believe getting to King Tobal is the first step in the reunification of Agar, and I need your help to do it." She looks around the table expectantly, nods, and sits down, having said her piece. King Voss motions at a guard nearest him, and he brings over a rolled-up piece of parchment. Voss rolls it out in the middle of the table between everyone, and you all recognize the continent of Onan. He points to an unlabeled island in the waters between Northel and Einden. This is also a concern. It seemed to have appeared seemingly out of nowhere almost 25 years ago with a fully formed city on it, and it has only grown in size. Queen Voss stands next to him and says, "Our history books tell us there was once an island here inhabited by a mighty though non-violent clan by the name of Arksan. However, nearly 90 years ago, King Glenwerin made landfall with a large battalion. Voldrin steps in here. We've been told he was after the large amounts of valuable metals on the island." His queen continues, "The books we've been able to get a hold of tell us that Arksan was slaughtered mercilessly, as well as most of the peaceful folk that resided there. Near the end of the battle, however, the island simply sank into the ocean, taking over half of Glenwerin's troops. His wife, who had opposed the invasion from the start,
chose to take the time he was gone to get her affairs in order and seize the throne of Northel and leave him with Einden. Talila would have been here had Reuven not been constantly attempting to usurp her throne. King Voss says, the island has interrupted a few trade routes near the Aloras, Northel, and Einden, and anyone who gets near it is attacked. A few foolish people have died getting too close to the island. My scouts have used spyglasses to see onto it, and the rate of growth in buildings is surprising for what little of the inhabitants we've seen. I feel as though these people will have to be either talked to or dealt with at some point in the near future. I do not need a war between this island and Einden should the island wish to take its revenge. King Voss rolls up the map and looks at everybody sitting around the table. Well, what do you all think?
So the options are go take back Wyden or investigate and claim this other Dragonborn island for this other lady.
Well, there's also the third one. We have to negotiate with the King of Dwarves to see if he can open his doors to.
Oh, can I
biggest
ask the
thing.
king a question then, real quick? What is our mode of transportation to get there? Is this something we have to figure out ourselves? Is there some sort of teleportation ritual, or is this something that you'll provide us a ship, or what? How are we supposed to get there, especially if the gate is closed off?
Okay, so the island is really interesting, but like from level of importance, priority-wise, Wydale should be our main focus.
I say we take a boat.
Yeah, let's go sailing.
So we're trying to find out which ports are still operable.
One more question for the king. I think this is gonna be my final question for the king, and that's King, King Voss, do you know of any leviathans in the ocean?
Okay, so guys, I think with the pressing matter at hand, we should head to Wydale first. Anyone opposed?
I'm back. Hold on. What's going on?
Wait, Zach, did you not hear anything that whole time?
I said I had to run to the restroom while they were, whatchamacallit?
How do you
Meeting.
feel about traveling across the ocean on a ship for a long period of time with leviathans in the water?
Can we take the Feywilds? Not a fan.
All right,
By waters.
so
I wouldn't want to be stuck on a ship with him for that long.
Damn straight.
right, fair enough. But as a group, we have to come to a decision. What does everyone think?
I say we take a boat.
So it's
wanna
either
drive a boat.
Citizens
boat or
Nips is
Feywilds,
for the
right?
boat, yes.
Feywilds.
My character would want to go through the Feywild, and he would want to go to Wydale.
All right.
How
and
long will it take to cross the waters?
It would take about
It
3
would
weeks if
take-
I remember right.
Yeah, it's some time. The
Boat's
Feywild
longer
would
too.
be faster, right? Or is it random?
It's
The
random.
Feywild
Yeah, the
is
Feywild would
less
be random
space
time.
though.
Yeah, but we
But
don't
the
know.
Feywild
likely
Time-
to be
time's
years.
different there.
The
It could be
Feywild could be
or
years.
time.
It could be seconds. You never know.
Yeah.
It's really taking a risk to do that, especially with this being
With
as pressing
time's
as
a
it
matter
is.
of hand too, as well.
Yeah.
I think we should take the boat.
The boat is more consistent.
Yeah.
Fine.
I'd rather take several weeks than several years.
Boat it is. I say boat.
All right. So we're all agreed.
Yep.
Ish.
Ish.
He would go
Ish.
along with it.
Yeah, same
wouldn't
here.
agree,
I feel
but he'd go
comfortable
along
in
with it.
I feel comfortable in the Feywilds. We'd be able to get through it, but
I am the captain. You're all my swabbies.
So how do we want to go on boat, guys? Do we want to be stealthy into their lands, or are we just gonna arrive?
No, just fucking roll straight in there.
Yeah, because it
We're
sounds.
the chosen ones.
first,
I'm
first we have to
I'm
meet
in
with,
favor of
on a
sneaking in.
diplomatic mission. Basically,
First, we're
is
going
what it
to
sounds like.
Shazoon.
It
Yeah.
it does sound like a diplomatic mission since we're going to speak with the king of Shazundab. So
So I
if
think
we're
we're fine.
going there, we might as well go straight for the fucking coast and
Right.
and
I
abandon
think-
ship.
Any official messengers haven't made it. I think we shouldn't be official until we get there.
Right.
Is King Voldrin going to like name our ragtag group of adventurers? Maybe some sort of adventuring party.
Voldrin would want the Black Hand to come back.
Ooh.
He'd be like, the
Very
Black
boys.
Hand didn't work out for me. Perhaps you'll have better luck with it.
Well, that sounds like a curse.
Hey, if you guys don't like the black hand, what about the white hand?
That's
That's,
racist.
Everyone says,
Agreed
boo,
races.
boo.
Okay, so
All right, guys, I got an idea. If there's a port here, then we should find some sort of way to get on a, preferably not a fishing vessel, some sort of traveling vessel.
Mhm.
And we are not. This is metagaming like a motherfucker, but we ain't giving up our motherfucking weapons.
are you doing that again?
Honestly, I don't think we should try and get on a vessel to like work our way across. I think we should try and either sneak onto or
Okay, well, I'm legit thinking
talk
why
our
don't we
way
just
onto
get
a
boat?
vessel.
There are 6 of us. We could
Is it
man a boat.
is it possible for all of us to sneak onto?
Yeah, why not?
It would be hard for us all to sneak on.
I can
So
pretend
not
to
all
be a
of us are
barnacle on
good
the
at
bottom of a
sneaking.
ship.
Pass stealth checks. So
I can sneak on a boat.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
so
I
can
have-
I.
but I have a feeling
Mr. Giant Robot over here.
I
may
mean,
not.
I could just knock a motherfucker out, throw him overboard, and take over.
we could
We
just
could just
I mean, we
lie
could
about
just
who we are.
commandeer a boat.
Yeah, we could just take a ship. That way, it's not an official ship,
Yeah,
but we
can-
don't have to
We can
hide.
figure that out later. Where are we going now to get the boat? Are we?
To
Are we,
here.
we all
We're
Dallas.
going to there, to
Ta-
Dallas.
ta- yeah.
Okay.
Terrace.
Dallas. Yeah,
Alright.
Dallas.
So that would be the first step. Let's start there.
We'll figure it out when we get there.
Let's get
Yeah,
to the
ba-
dock,
basically is what I'm saying.
survey the situation, and come up with a solution.
Right. Okay.
We're off to see the wizard.
How many people do you need to operate a medium-sized ship?
What I'm seeing is around 20.
Yeah, that's what I saw
People?
too. 20 people for a ship.
What? Dude,
So we need.
come
what about,
on.
what about,
Yeah,
what about a
I
small
know. That's
ship?
the first thing I saw.
We don't need a big
15
ship.
AC.
First of all, I can handle anything that requires strength. If we're just like jacking a ship, I can handle stuff for strength. So that would be like anything to do with like the mast and or like rudder and stuff like that, if need be.
How many people need like to get on a small ship?
Yeah.
A rowboat.
Not like
So,
that
wh-
small.
What is a small size ship?
I don't know. What's a medium-sized ship?
I don't fucking know.
Exactly.
Literally
Oh, here we go.
Googling.
I got it. Yeah,
It's gonna be a little dinghy.
it's Karaga.
No, that's only 2 to 4 people.
It says the crew is approximately 6 to 8, and the cargo space is limited, no more than 5 tons. It is a sailboat.
That's
It is
pretty decent.
Very crowded, but it would work. It's on my list.
There's no underbelly.
Where is
How
it?
can,
What's it
yeah,
called?
he said,
It's the
how can you be a barnacle if there's no underbelly?
CURRAG.
It's 20 to 40 inches long by 8 inches wide. No, sorry, feet. My bad.
That was
Yeah,
about
that's
to say, dude.
It's a 20 by 8 inch.
Dude, my
It's a boat for Smurfs.
It's a boat for me.
Well, let's leave tonight. Let's go immediately.
Okay,
All
let's
right.
go to sleep.
We'll wait till tomorrow. We're gonna yeah. Are we sleeping in the hotel again, or do we have rooms in the castle now? That we're the world saviors.
Hotel.
So back to Trump Tower.
Soren can share mine.
So we are saviors of the world, and we can't get to stay in the castle. I see how it is.
We were
Just like
just hired.
Aldrin.
Yeah, you were just
Well, that-
hired. We're
In all
employees.
fairness, that is a lot like Boldrin, so I agree.
Come on, he's my uncle.
Oh, he doesn't even trust his nephew. Get wrecked.
The 6 heroes were supplied with 100 gold pieces each, and a horse, and they all woke up bright and early the next morning. Well, almost all of them.
I would actually say me.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, I think I would wake up the latest.
Can I go wake him up? All right. I walk to his room. Wake up, you crab monster.
No response.
You want to be cooked?
No response.
Send a little bit of fire underneath his door. Just a little flicker of flame underneath the threshold of the door. Just want you to see things heating up. 17.
Okay, does it catch the door on fire? The carpet or anything?
You see some flames underneath your door. Kind of
No, I'm still asleep.
All right, I'm getting impatient. I'm going upstairs. I'm gonna knock on the door. Fucking shit. What's your name again, Matt? Is it Snips?
Snips.
Do you go by Snips or is it full name?
I can go by Snips.
All right, Snips. Get your ass up, man. Let's go. Going on a boat ride.
The door opens to a small little crab. And I will start to scuttle my way out.
God damn it.
Right down the hall.
It's gonna take forever.
Oh yeah, my movement speed is reduced to 1 as a crab.
That's abysmal, dude.
We're on our way.
Are you staying in crab form? Are you serious?
Someone pick him up.
Wait, are we?
I'd like
we...
to singe one of his legs non-lethally.
Oh.
Just like a first degree burn. A little bit on one of his legs. Not even the whole leg, just like a piece of his leg. I just want him to feel a little bit of fire.
A little bit of fire. Hey, get moving. Ow! I will go ahead and say, fine, you want to be that way? I go into hybrid form. Have you ever seen the crab people from South Park? Yeah.
Oh, dude.
So
Like a word story, dog.
I don't know if anyone
yeah.
here has seen South Park or not, but
Never
I'm
heard
looking
of
at
that.
the image now.
I have the 6 legs.
Ew, what the
the
fuck
ground.
are you?
Legs into the ground, standing up straight into an up-long body, where there are 2 arms reaching out like humanoids, but with giant claws on the head, on the ends. And instead of a fully formed human head, it just kind of domes on the top with 2 eyes poking out on like tentacles, stems with giant black balls at the end.
I stick to my previous insult. You are a disgusting crab monster.
Disgusting looking, sounding.
I also concur.
There was also an issue with the horses, when Vest, the Shardmind, snuck up behind Soren and got on the same horse. Soren, not wishing to reciprocate these feelings, got on his own horse.
I give him like a really intense glare, and that's about it.
I wink back.
Do we know Crystal Guy's name? He winks.
He'll say, "Please stay away from me."
So, you know who Ben's character reminds me of? Has anyone seen the trailer for the new Spider-Man movie?
Yeah.
I've seen some.
He reminds me of the new Peter Parker, like the little teenager guy.
Ben Soren character does?
Yeah, his character. I don't know why. It just reminds me of that for some reason.
That's fitting, I guess.
That's what you're imagining?
In my head, yeah.
Can I roll a bluff check? I want to say that I'm allergic to rocks.
I
So
choose
I'm gonna
to
roll
believe
that.
this.
Yeah, I believe
Right
regardless.
away, I believe it right away. He's allergic.
I
Okay.
absolutely believe.
I got a 27.
Yeah, no doubt I believe this.
You're pretty dignified, right, Ben? You're like pretty kind of like hoity-toity a little bit. He looks like he's comes from
Yeah.
wealth, right?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
I'm from wealth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
so
look
I
like
act
you
like
allergic
that a
to
little
rocks
bit.
and dirt and the outside world.
Sunlight.
That's great though.
I like it.
If the DM ships a relationship, you're not getting around.
But I can try.
Awesome. Fight you must. And we're off.
Sacrifices must be made for
Horse
love.
riding montage.
The trip was going well until halfway through, and they ran into some goblins in the middle of the road.
Little green men.
Are they goblins?
All right, I think we should stop and maybe discuss. You don't want to just go up on a bunch of goblins. No plan.
Get them!
I think we should just run right past them. We're on horses and they're on the ground.
That's fair. You know. Well, wait, no, we're not on horse. I'm on a fucking like donkey.
Yeah, I don't think
Alright.
he can move terribly fast. He's
Yeah,
ugly.
fuck it. Let's go in.
We can probably negotiate since we have a goblin with us.
Goblins are assholes.
What are we, especially with those faces? Holy shit.
I think you guys should probably ride over them. You know what I'm saying?
Right over them?
I'm gonna ride, yeah,
If-
I guess, right up to them.
So are we just
I've
gonna...
known a lot of goblins in my days. They're kind of assholes.
Goblins
so-
are notoriously evil.
Or do we just want to do a drive-by like magic blasting?
I
Because we
mean,
have
I'm-
like 2 people here who can do just magic attacks as
If-
we drive by.
If we negotiate, I can help. If we magic blast, I can help.
I'm
Does
not.
anyone want to take
you
points
know,
on this, or shall I just ride up to them and tell them to get the fuck
Oh,
out of
we
the way?
moved up.
I mean,
It looks
I
like
can
they
try
are
to
on the
talk
map.
to 'em. I mean, I'm a goblin. Maybe they'll see reason. Honestly, though, I'd be ready. I doubt it.
Alright, so you're telling us to ready our weapons.
I
Just
would be
be
ready for the
ready in case.
possibility that this doesn't just go super smooth.
Alright. We're gonna send our goblin buddy, Bill Cosblin, out to talk to him on his own.
Good idea.
I'll go with him.
Hey, you got this, buddy. Let's go.
Why do I have to go alone? Freedom, hello. Are y'all gonna get
Bill?
the fuck out of the way, or what? Like, you want snips? You want the crab?
By the way, I am not in
That's-
crab form.
That's not gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you what. I think you should. I don't know. Just what's he wearing? What's he got on? I think you should give me your boots and then get the fuck out of the way so we can move on.
Give me your boots. If you don't actively try to take his boots off of him,
Oh, I don't actually want his shoes. I have great shoes, by the way. So I don't need his shoes. It's more of a power play kind of thing.
I wanna yell back in comment. It's not going well.
it's not going well.
I want to ready in action. The second I see one of the goblins twitch, I'm gonna set him on fire.
It's like instant.
I mean anything. Like, okay, you may pass. He waves his hand and you set him ablaze.
After successfully eliminating the raiding goblins, Bill got his boots.
Where's the goblin that had boots? I'm taking his boots off and just throwing them on the ground.
However, one of the horses had fled during combat, and there was an unconscious warforged to deal with.
Oh shit.
Oh no, somebody has to share.
Alright, well, I'm gonna get back on my horse.
Same here.
I'm getting on my ass.
Yeah, it's not. It hasn't run away, so yeah.
So
Looks like I
So
have an
looks like
open
Soren
space here
has to
for someone
share.
missing a spot.
With a skirt.
Soren kind of wipes his nose and gets on a different horse. It's someone else.
I would like.
He walks up to the horse with
Time
the crab dude.
Okay.
Oh, he's walking up next to me.
Yeah.
Rapist, crab, or shard mind.
What the fuck? I'm the rapist? Alright, no. So the crab is gonna go ahead and diplomatize with Soren to go ahead and accept the ride that is being given to him so graciously by the Shard Mine, giving up his free open space to give him a ride. Okay.
I ride bareback. I pat the horses behind.
He kills himself.
My character would not ride with him. He spent time to lie to him.
Yeah. How is Pack gonna get there? Are we
You
just
can-
leaving him?
You can, nah, just throw him on my donkey.
Can the donkey hold you and Pack?
It's a
Just
working animal.
Just tie a rope around his neck.
Oh my
Since
god.
he's
that is
unconscious, you can
terrible.
throw him over
Why
the
not his
back of my
body?
horse.
I'll carry
Jesus.
Pack.
I'll take
Right.
Pack on my horse.
Break him into 2 separate pieces, for easier carrying.
Hang on, before we go any further, this is necessary. Everyone must listen to this.
Is it?
I knew it.
Yeah, it had to be. If it wasn't,
As soon as the party reached Talus, Snip gravitated towards the shorter tuck with his brother Crabs.
I would like to do a nature check. I would like to see if there's any shellfish around.
Looking for
Mm.
she crabs.
any cousins?
I rolled a 14 plus 4, so 18. I'm gonna go into crab form. I'm gonna chill and talk with them for a while.
Draylen, Soren, and Bill headed for the docks.
We should figure out how we're gonna commandeer a boat.
Yeah, we should talk to people.
Who wants to come with me to go survey the docks and find a ship that we can take?
Oh, Soren is all over that. He's like, I'll go with you.
All right, don't get too excited, kid. All right. This isn't a thing. This isn't like a play fun adventure. We're going to look for a ship so we can continue our quest. Okay.
Serious business.
Serious, but
I'm heading.
Dude, I'm always serious.
I'm heading with Boat Boys.
just as a little side thing, I wanted to mention I really approved of that melting eye shock thing you did on the goblin. That was really cool.
Soren
What
kind
the
of,
fuck?
Soren kind of nods and it's like, yeah. He probably didn't like it as much as you did.
Oh, I loved it. All right, to the docks. Let's go look at ships. Specifically, we're looking for, I guess we already had a boat in mind. We're looking for a Kurog, however you say it.
And Vestru rocks.
Nick wanted to throw a rock. Oh, jeez. All right, so you hit an old man. Okay, he wants to invite the old man to the tavern as like an apology for hitting him with a rock.
I'm sharing a drink with this guy, getting to know him a little bit.
Neither of you two actually drink.
I drink heavily.
You're a construct. Okay. No, yeah, you're right. Yeah, okay.
Part of my body.
It was easy for the boat boys to spot a fishing vessel that met their needs, which was being attended by 3 men unloading shark bits.
So I'd like to further investigate the boat because I need to figure out
Maybe an
like
old man
who,
could come
like
with
if
us.
it belongs to somebody, if it has plans to leave soon, because we just want to either hijack it or maybe kill the people that own it. I don't know, but we need to take this boat. Well, I'm just
So-
gonna look at Soren and Chase and
No, there's no choice.
quietly. Sorry, I meant Bill Coslin, and walk up to the 3 gentlemen doing their work by the boat.
I'll follow close behind him.
I'm going to diplomatize and demand that they remove all of these shark bits from this boat, and that we are going to take this boat for
That
our
would be
needs.
an intimidate, not diplomatize.
Intimidate? Okay, whatever it is. I don't
Why
care.
do we
Actually,
care?
yeah, intimidate. I'll intimidate.
Why do we care?
We
Because we're
didn't talk
taking a
about
boat?
this. We
It's
didn't
fucking
talk
fish.
about this.
It's fucking fish.
Can I roll an insight to see what he's about to say? to see that he's gonna be offensive, then I don't feel like we should say that we're gonna hijack. What are you guys unloading? Cutting him off and trying to use diplomacy or something.
I mean, we see what they're unloading.
I think he's just doing it to stop you.
I'm just gonna scare
I'm
these
just-
guys into removing all of the shark bits because it's fucking gross from this boat, and then kindly, forcibly ask them to give us their boat so we can use it.
Where's the best catch around here?
Duh.
Oh, he's not going to tell you that.
No, I'm gonna be intimidating.
Well, we've already made enemies, it seems.
Soren
Exactly,
just
so-
looks helplessly around. Like,
He's
like, I tried so hard. There's no need for weapons here. Soren says, like, stepping forward, and then he's gonna be like, my friend here, I think he's a bit mentally unstable and has anger issues, from what I can tell.
I will burn you.
Soren kind of turns to you and's like, shut up. And then he continues talking. We just need to get across the ocean, and your ship seemed to be the best.
Meanwhile, at the tavern, Bess had learned that the old man owned the vessel their party was looking for. The shard mine, unbeknownst that his friends were already halfway to securing one, began offering Soren's body as payment for the boat.
Yes.
His Big pale snip. skin illuminates my soul with a radiance unlike any other. You would never want to miss such an opportunity to have someone like this at your side. He's shy, but wholesome, corn-fed and soft.
Why Soren? Why couldn't it be like Snips or...
Who wants to fuck a crab?
That's true. He's got points.
In this episode, child prostitution.
Yeah, sorry. In this episode.
The man walked Bess down to the docks, and to the surprise of everyone, he was actually the father of the three men who Bill, Soren, and Draylen were talking to. There might have been conflict if Snips had not made a promise to the father.
Got this. Soren, relax.
Can I try?
All right,
Do you
fuck you.
have any...
I have a plan.
If
Have
you
I
have a
ever
good plan,
stirred you wrong?
Yes, many
Then this will go
times.
great. All right. So
I have
I'm
a plan too.
to bluff. I will tell him that this is not the boy that was promised him. In fact, we have 3 boys lined up for him. If we were to get the boat now, they will be delivered to him 2 days from now. All right. So he gets 3 times the boy butt for giving us the boat now.
I look at him nodding all the while.
And we have a boat.
Thank you. I forgot how good you are at it, Bluff. I don't really want to say much. I'll kind of walk up to them and like kind of say sorry and give them no. Give them 100 GP.
Wow. I'm also gonna suggest to the team here that we leave immediately before he realizes I've lied to him, and I have
Nice.
no boys to produce.
The team spent the night in Talus and awoke early the next morning, not eager to see the 3 fishermen and their gross father.
Good to hop in the boat.
I am going to suggest we leave as soon as possible.
Soren agrees.
Does anyone know how to sail? I do.
Take the lead, goblin friend thing.
All right, hoist the sails, fluke the masts, fluke that mast boy, trim the lines.
Should I just sit down while everybody's piloting the ship, or am I like rowing or something? Or flooping? I'll row.
I see you not flooping back there.
So to save room on the boat, I'm going to be in crab form.
Wait. You have a guitar.
I do.
Do a shanty. Sea shanties speed up the boat.